Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. If you are new, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So today, I've been doing these boxes, I think for like 3 or 4 years now, and this is kind of a series I've had going. And it all started with my Uncle Sam box, and then I started getting requests for other things, so I started creating other. I'm going to show them all to you, the ones that I've done, because I still have them. They're all still together, which is so amazing because some of them are probably 4 years old, or maybe even more. I don't even remember when I put out Uncle Sam. He was the first one. But today we're going to do this cute little chick, and I'm going to change the paper up on it and the cardstock because I wanted to put something a little bit brighter behind him. I am using the same designer series paper that I used for this one, but it's a different pattern on that. But isn't he so cute? Someone I think last year asked for a little chick, and so that is what I made this year. But let me show you some of the other ones that I did, because for those of you who haven't been around that long might not have seen them, and you can go back and check them all out on my YouTube channel. So here is Uncle Sam. He was our first one, and when this came out, someone said to do a Santa. You should do a Santa because he almost kind of looked a little bit like Santa, but this was for, I believe I did it for the 4th of July, and he was so cute. And then I did go ahead and I did a leprechaun. So if St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so you can do the leprechaun. He's so cute too. But I did this little leprechaun for that. These are all basically the same box. Some of the handles are put on different. I have 2 handles on some, only one on the other. And then I started doing a bunch for Christmas. And so I did do the Santa. So here's the Santa. I think he's probably been like one of the most popular besides Uncle Sam. So that's Santa. And then I did a reindeer one year because I couldn't resist. He was so cute. And then I did a snowman. This is actually my favorite. I love snowmen, and he is my favorite. He's probably the second most popular, I think, that I have on my YouTube channel. I cannot remember exactly because they've all been pretty popular, this series that I have ended up doing. And then I did this year the Grinch. Isn't he cute? I thought the Grinch turned out, and it took a lot of thought in him to get him together, but he's been very popular as well, but he's so cute too. And then for Easter, and I don't remember which year I did this one. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I did these 2 Easter bunnies, and these both have back ends on there. They got their little bottoms on there with the little tail. But these are Easter, so you can go back and check this one out too. We don't carry the ovals anymore, so the layering ovals, but you can find ovals anywhere. But I wish we'd come back with them because they're so, so good. I love the ovals. I love the squares. We had them all. And now we only have the circles. So I am using for him the layering circles. I'm using the largest of the scalloped, and then I'm going to use the scalloped smaller ones here. I'll tell you the sizes when we get going on it. But first thing we got to do is make the box. So let's go ahead and get started with it. And so for this, you need a piece of 8x8 cardstock. This one's Pale Papaya. I did change it. That's Daffodil Delight, this one here. And then this designer series paper is a different pattern from the same designer series paper, and I'll show you that. Then you need a 1/2 inch by 11 for the handle. I'm going to do the regular handle because this is an Easter basket. And then to mat it, you need 2 pieces that are 3 7/8 by 2 7/8, and then 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. And I like the polka dots on this. I thought that would be really cute for Easter. So that's why I chose this. Now the designer series paper I'm using is the Pansy Petals, and I've used this a lot lately for the gingham And for the other, I love both sides of this. This is the one that I used for this one right here. And then I'm going to use this one right here this time. But this paper is really pretty both sides. I've used both sides a lot. It's getting really low actually. And then I did cut my own little paper here. You can just cut thin strips of cardstock, run it through a crimper. You don't even have to run it through the crimper if you don't want. You could just smush them all together. And then you could put your own Easter filler in here. All right, so let's go ahead and make the box. These boxes are really easy to make. I need to tell you first the stamp sets and the dies that I'm using, because I'm using quite a few. So like I said, I'm using the layering circles, and I'm using just the scallops. I'm using this one here. This is for his face. This one, I'm going to tell you the sizes now before I forget. I don't know, the circle is probably 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then this one is, I want to say 2 by 2. So it's a 2-inch circle. And then those are for his little cheeks. I am also using for the tag that I put on the side, I did put a little Happy Easter tag here. And I put a little flower on it, but you don't even have to do that. I just thought it would be really cute and festive. So I'm using the tailor-made tags for that. And then I use the pierced blooms for the flowers on that, because you know I love those. And then for his little nose, I am using the stitched triangles. I also did use the pierced blooms, and I'm using this one right here, and that's for his little feathers on top of his head right here. So that's what I used from the pierced blooms as well. So I thought I was using that. I might as well put some on the tag. And the stitched triangles was for his nose. And then a wish for everything for the Happy Easter that I'm using. And you know I use this a ton as well. All right, that's everything. All right, so let's get started. Oh, we don't need this. We need to score. All right, so let's score this. Really, really easy scoring on this. It is 2 inches, because it's 8 by 8, so on one you're going to do it at 2 6. And then you're going to turn it on the other 8-inch side and do it at 3 5. That is it, y'all. These are super, super easy boxes. All right, so what we're going to do with this is we are going to cut on the sides here. Cut down these two. And I'll show you, after a while I learned a different way. I figured out a way not to be able to see these little flaps on the inside to glue it. So I'll show you that. So you're doing it on both sides. And that's all you're doing. We're going to get our bone folder, and of course you have to sharpen these all really good. All right, so how are we going to glue this together? I'm going to go ahead and use wet glue on this. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue this one into the inside like that at first. So we're going to put glue here. You're going to do the same thing on this one. Put the glue there and then do this one. And what I did before was I was coming up here, but we're taking this one and we're going inside, so then you don't see any of that that's glued. It's nice and smooth on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and do this one at the same time so we can pull them both up. Use a good strong adhesive, because I'm telling you, those boxes, some of them have been together for a long time. And I kept them all because every year I've been doing 1 or 2 different ones. Like at Christmas this year, I'll probably try to figure out another one that I can do. Or maybe a different type of Santa, something like that. And another thing that you can do is you can put this inside here when you're going to glue it. You can put your thing. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that before I forget. So right inside, and then it's inside your thing and not inside the box here. So that's one reason wet glue is a good idea. This one, I don't know if I'm going to get this one apart. I think it's already, but we're gonna do it here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it apart. We can glue it back. All right, I'm gonna put the glue on here. So don't wait till it's all glued like I just did. All right, and then I'm gonna put some more on the inside here so it stays all together. It just looks nice and clean, cleaner than, you know, just gluing it on the inside, and it gives it a little extra reinforcement. And then you can't see it on here. I just like the look of it better. All right, let's mat this, and then we'll make our little chick. So I'm just gonna mat it with wet glue, since this is what I'm using. This does have pale papaya in it, this designer series paper, because I wanted to go with a lighter box, but with the little bit darker background, because I think the background kind of got lost on the other one, although I think it's cute too. But I wanted to see how this worked, and it gives you another idea. And then these two are for the side. You can use your Stampin' Seal for this part. And then we're going to do the other one. I need to stick a tiny bit more in here because where I pulled it. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little picky about stuff like that. If I can't get it back right, I'll redo it. I can drive myself crazy, y'all. All right. So that's all matted, ready to go. Let's get our chick made. All right, I'm going to have to bring in the cut and emboss. And we are going to run Daffodil Delight. I'm using the same one I used before. We have to run the big one, and we are going to have to run 2 of those through. And let's go ahead and just run those through now, and the little flower as well, and then we'll run through the other one, and then we'll have to run through his little nose. I have to come back on this one, you know, and really need to run it through twice, but I have so much on my desk right now, I have to. I have so much stuff going, projects and stuff. All right, now I'm going to turn this around and we'll run this one through, and then we'll have our 2 cheeks and our face. All right, now let's go ahead and use some Mango Melody. I already ran the flowers and the tag through, so I don't have to do that. But we're going to do the Mango Melody, and this little triangles for his nose. All right, let's get all our pieces here. So there he is. I'm going to use a regular hole punch, and we're going to punch out his eyes out of some basic black. So this is just a regular hole punch. Oh, they both went flying. I'm going to hang on to those. And those are what we're using for his eyes. And then I am also going to use a sponge dauber and some petal pink so we can give him some cheeks, him or her. You could put a bow on it if you want it to be a girl. It would really be cute with a bow right there for a girl. All right, let's go ahead and let's do his cheeks first. So I'm just doing it really lightly in a circular motion, just adding some little cheeks. I'll probably make them a little bit darker, but I got to start off. Just putting these little rosy cheeks just makes him, I think. So cute. All right. Now I'm using dimensionals to put his cheeks on. So I'm going to put one here. I'm going to make sure that I have it the right distance for his nose. His nose is going to go like that. And I think that I'm okay on that one. So let's go ahead and add another dimensional. And then on his nose, you're going to put 2 dimensionals. You need to stack them. Make sure you have it going the right way because there is stitching on this. Because you want it to pop up over his cheeks. So you're just going to put that there. Then we're going to give him his eyes. There we are. But I'm going to use wet glue for his eyes because I want to be able to move them and put them exactly where I want them. Isn't he so cute though? Oh my goodness. I love if you don't have the scalloped, you can use the regular circle dies. And then we're going to cut this. We're going to we want only 3 of them, so I'm going to just cut it like this. And just leave enough so that you can glue it behind his head. I'm going to put the glue there. You're going to add it right to the top. Like that. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I think he is so cute. All right, let's add him to our box. I'm going to stick dimensionals again on the back of him because we are popping him up on this box. So I'm going to use 4. And then we're going to put him right here. He does pop more on this this color, but you can do it whichever you want. It is the same designer series paper. You can do both of them if you like. And then I'm going to use some pale papaya ribbon. Well, let's make our tag first. So I'm going to stamp the tag. I already got it all set up here. I'm just going to stamp it in Memento Black. The Happy Easter. I hope it's still lined up. I'm going to stamp that on here because you have to have a Happy Easter on it. And then I'm going to put together these flowers. That's Daffodil Delight, and this is Melon Mambo for the flower. We only need 1 of those. And then I'm going to stick this on the back. Whoop. Like that, and then we're going to just stick that on the end here. Let's go ahead and put our glue down here. And then our flower. Right there. These 2 we don't need. I'm going to scoot it down just a hair because I don't want it to get in the way of the Happy Easter. And then I'm going to use this pale papaya ribbon to tie a bow on it and then tie our little tag on the side. I really like adding a little bow. You can even use like raffia and tie a bow. But this coordinates really good with it. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, gotta make it a lot smaller. All right, let's cut these. And there is the tag on the side. So that is it, everyone. Super easy, super quick. Just cut out your pieces. You can make a bunch. Isn't it cute? Which one do you like better? Do you like the more muted or do you like the brighter one? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd put in the little filling here. I'd probably make it the color of this, which I can't remember what the color was. Oh, a Calypso Coral. So I'll do Calypso Coral in this one, but they're really cute. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, this is my March Hostess code. I'd appreciate it if you use the Hostess code when you order. So it's always on my blog and it's always on here when I am filming. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed the 8th in the series, and I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you, everyone. Bye.